Hi guys, I'm Mama Mary to Many. I am mom to 15 children, and this is just going to be a quick Azariah update. He has a bunch of appointments. He's had a bunch of appointments, but today we are just going to talk about his latest appointment, which was can you say hi? This is what they're doing. Watch your toe. What are you doing, Bubs? You looking way out the window? Yeah? Sister's reading him a story, and other sister's gonna take my spot, and I'm gonna get going on supper and talk to you guys. So the other day we went to hematology, which is like the blood doctor. I don't know if you guys recall or not. If you've been with me since the beginning of Azariah, the first days of his life, he ended up needing a central line, and they tried to do a central line bedside, and it ended up, I'm trying to find a spot, and it ended up clotting. And so we had a clot in one of the lumens of the line, and they couldn't get it to go through. Well, eventually we ended up having to take the whole line out. They didn't want to use a anticoagulative can't talk today. They didn't want to use an anticoagulation drug because he had a brain bleed. So they didn't, and they've been watching this over time. In November, December time frame, it was stable. So they decided that they would just leave it at that stable point. We have just been observing it, and we went back. We haven't been for a couple months. We went back to see them, and it is gone. Praise the Lord for that. Yes. So the clot's completely gone. Looks the same as the other side. There are possibly some side effects from that. There might be a little bit of something, thrombus or something, where one side is weaker than the other. But he doesn't think that's the case because it was caused by a central line. That's so exciting, isn't it? Yes, I'm so excited for that. So that was a good appointment this week. I'm trying to decide. Oh, I know what happened. So the whole clonidine thing, I don't know if I shared this or not, but his medication ran out, and I needed more medication, and we were gonna, Memorial Day weekend, we were gonna run out of the medication. Had to contact everyone, do all the doodles, but anyway, had to go to Boston just to pick up medication for him. So we did that once this week, and then on Monday, and then we went to visit the zoo. Maybe I'll put that at the end of this. That might be fun. I might put that at the end of this. We went to the zoo, and we had a great time there. First time at the Franklin Zoo. He had so much fun. And then we went to go pick up his medication, and I am so glad that we were driving the opposite direction and that we decided to go to the zoo in the morning, because it was horrendous traffic coming down. Horrendous. And I was like, oh no. The parade actually went right by our house. We're about ready to pull out, and then we see these instruments band going through, and we're like, oh, I guess we're not getting out right now. But it didn't last too long, so we watched the parade, and then we went to the zoo, and then we picked up his medication. And then 2 days later, went back to Boston for this other appointment. Today is a day where I usually stay home, and we get oxygen delivery, and the nurse usually comes out, and also PT and OT came here for the first time, and they are lovely people. So very thankful that we had them come out to meet Azariah, and just kind of gave the whole overview of who he was, his case. They got to just check him out, and they're very thankful. They're very not thankful, they're excited to see some interaction. They're excited to see his grab ability. Neither of them have dealt with a child with trisomy 18, but they also have dealt with other complicated or complex type children. So that is a blessing to have somebody that has done that. Yeah. Next week we have, I'm trying to think. I can't look because you're on here. We have an endocrinology appointment for one of the children. We have, Oh, we're meeting a new pediatrician this week, which will be good because we met like somebody from the same office, but not his primary who they originally talked to. And I guess she's had children with trisomy 18, so it'll be nice to actually sit and talk to her and know for sure like who she is and such. Before it was kind of just a fill-in guy, they needed to just put him on the books for insurance purposes. So we'll be able to talk to her. And then oh, we have cardiology this week too. I think we have cardiology this week. So he'll have an echocardiogram and then see the cardiac team. Yes. Pretty sure that's what's going on. And then we'll also, again, have the nurse, OT, PT, which is exciting. It was just nice to talk to them because I'm trying to work on different things. And getting like their perspective on things is really nice. The nurse who comes out, like I don't have to have a nurse come out, but I like having a nurse come out once a week just to give like a scope, like, oh yes, he's gaining weight, oh yes, he's doing this. Yeah, I have a bunch of phone calls to make. Oh, the feral bags finally are coming through. Just came today. I got a phone call on my way back from Boston the other day, and I saw that it was option care, so I pulled over on the side of Newbury Street, and I was like, in a parking lot, and I was like, yes, I'm here, hold on, give me a second. And it's like, please make a U-turn at the next thing, you know, the GPS thing or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, we got the feral bags today, yay, very excited for that. So I think we're all set on those supplies and things. That is a blessing. I don't know who, but somebody randomly sent me 3 milliliter syringes. It wasn't from Option Care, and it wasn't anything. Maybe I did. Maybe the ones. I think those are the ones from Carewell, because part of my order. Remember, I said that like I put 2 orders in, and one got canceled, and the other ones did not. And then the other thing is my 1 ml syringes ended up coming the other day from Amazon. So that company actually sent them out. Look at my messy counter. I'll go like this so nobody can see it. I'll pretend it's not there. Anyhow, that is the update for Azariah. I think I'll add maybe a couple zoo things at the end here, or maybe some Azariah or something for you guys. But I know a lot of you are questioning where he's at, what he's doing, fun things that he couldn't do before that he can do now. If he's on his boppy, which is like a pillow that goes behind his head, he can turn his head like this, back and forth. He started like doing little, like not like his tongue, but like with like bubbles in his mouth. He can do that. He can reach for his toys. He doesn't always, but you can see it's difficult for his brain to like think what he's doing, but he actually is like starting to comprehend that he can do that, not just randomly like flinging at the toys. So yeah, all those things to me are very exciting. He was like on his side, and he almost got himself all the way rolled to his tummy. I just helped him along a little bit for the last part. Like I moved his arm, and then he rolled himself over. So lots of positive things. Anyway, I hope you have a blessed and wonderful week. See the firewoman? Look at the swirly on the front. Do you like going to the zoo? Yeah. See, baby.
Before we even make
Oh, look at the kangaroos.
Look at that playground.
I thought you were hungry.
You see the kangaroos bouncing?
We're at the zoo to look at the animals.
Mom, I got a picture.
Oh, there's another one.
I see you up there. Hi. Wow, you're so tall.
We're not going up there, baby. It's too big.
Can you see the giraffe? Look up. Can you see her?
See him in the ditch.
Getting the bugs away from his ears. Shaking his head, get the bugs away.
Top one for that.
Pretty cool one. Well, that was about it. It was a fun and enjoyable day, and I think all the kids had fun at the zoo, and we got to watch that little parade that came by the house, so what a blessing. Hope you have a blessed and wonderful day.